Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are exactly where we left off, I hope, if I've got my episode order right. Rakesh and Settra are down here doing their recruiting business, moving down Rop Faras to join Rakesh's army. We just colonised the Black Tower of Arkan, got it up to tier 3 straight away. We're putting in some buildings. Anything else? Yes, the Rakesh dynasty got killed by Malagor, so we're going to go colonise the Pools of Despair. We've got our next army, King Ratik, building here. He's recruiting some units of his own. Excuse me. So, not a lot left to do on this turn, I don't think. We've moved all our armies. It's going to be about 5 turns until until Settra's army is ready to go again. But that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Can we put in we can't put in a defensive structure there yet. So let's end the first turn of the episode and see what we can't get done in the next one. I believe Settra's pyramid should be finishing this turn, so we'll get that unique unit added by one of the mods that I'm running this time. Do apologise. So that should be good if we can test out, maybe put that in Settra's army straight away. That'd be nice. I'm curious to see whether anything else will happen. Once is raiding in Qatar. Might have to go take care of that with our newly forming army. I'm assuming they want a trade agreement. It's not happening, because we're about to kill you in like 5 turns, but that's soon. Don't worry, guys. Soon-ish. Ish. Nicolander, the Blade of Skoladil, is doing something here. Settra's now an engineer. And what's this? Memories of the past. Their sad lament over lifetimes spent and lost has driven our undead lords into a furious frenzy. In an effort to quell the feelings of anger and loss, many of the servants are set to work performing tasks that only the living need undertake. So leadership for all armies and melee attack for all armies for 10 turns. That's a bit rubbish. Don't know what Nicolander's doing here, but he's got a very powerful army. 3 units of temple guards, dryads, way watchers, Bastillodons, skeletons, treemen, lots of scary units. Rakesh has recruited his things. What else do we need? Maybe get in. I do apologise. Get in some filler units if you like. I am going to be wanting to do that in 5 turns. I'm also going to be wanting to put in High King Settra's Tomb Guard for Settra, obviously. We've got our Tomb Scorpion and our Ushabti Greatbows here. So what I will be doing is grabbing another Skeleton Archer, a Tomb Guard with Halberds, and 2 Skeleton Spearmen. We're up to our limit of Tomb Guard, which is a shame, but not much you can do about that. Unless we upgrade some of our buildings all around. Which you could do, definitely. I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen. I appear to have come down with something. Let's move Senator Men over to the Pools of Despair. Maybe we can just kill Malagor since he's 1 unit. I'm tempted to upgrade. Yeah, I'm going to upgrade the Crypt Barracks in Galbaraz. Just upgrade it as much as possible. We'll put in our Desert Lookout in Qatar. Still recruiting around in those armies there. Not much else we can do this turn, so let's end this one now. There wasn't a video yesterday because my cough and how I was feeling was even worse yesterday. I'm feeling a bit better today, but the cough is obviously still there. I was planning on not recording until the cough was gone, but since it doesn't appear to be going anywhere, I guess you're getting a video today. How lucky for you. Nothing particularly interesting is happening in the end turn. This one through is still raiding in Qatar. Talsin has declared war on Musion. Doesn't really matter to us at all, but I guess that's cool. Right, back in. We've unlocked the Blessed Legion of Fkt. I have no idea how to say that. We can get that in Settra's army, I think. The Blessed Legion of Fkt. Or something like that. I'm really not sure. We need some spearmen in this army. I think. Yes, definitely. Then possibly a Tomb Scorpion. No, not Tomb Scorpion. Don't need a Tomb Scorpion at the moment. Ratik's army. We can get a Tomb Scorpion, I guess. Grab 3 units of Skeleton Warriors. Rop Faras, we can move into Rakash's army, and there we go, it's full up. He's got his Necrotect now, which should hopefully benefit him immensely. Can get our Iron Mine in Martek for once. Where is Onthru? He is there, in the middle of my 2 places, but I've got a defensive thing in Numa, so I'm not sure it's enough though. So we won't attack Malagor, we'll just colonise the Pools of Despair and repair it. Which means we've got 3/4 of the Great Desert of Araby, which is nice. Upgrade that building there, and we've got unassigned skill points. Settra, what can we give Settra? Let's give him Restless Minions. Does that mean we have more unit capacity? No, still 4 for Tomb Guard. Yeah, whatever. I'm sure we'll manage. More unassigned skill points. Senator Men, what does he want? Let's give him hard to hit, finish off that tree for him there. And let's end the turn. Right, so nothing particularly interesting happening here in the end turn, although I don't imagine anything interesting would be happening. There's not really any factions in our area of the map that could really challenge us at the moment, apart from maybe Grimgor, but Grimgor's more bothered with expanding up north. He never usually comes down into this area. Quest successful. We've got 2,000 gold for getting some resources. Senator Men is an engineer as well. Ah, this is to do with the Blessed Blade of Petra. So now we need to kill 1,000 enemies in battle, which will give us Nehekaran Splendor and Nehekaran Pride, which are some very nice bonuses. What shall we do this turn? Rakash is done, pretty much, so we could move him up to the territory of Kasabar and see what it looks like. They've got a reasonably significant garrison, and he's got a full stack. Some corpse carts, although I don't see anything maybe any more than that. It's going to be another 4 turns until Settra's ready to take any sort of fight. Excuse me. The Pools of Despair, we can put in a mortuary house for some growth in that province as well. Is there any other resources which we haven't got yet? No, it doesn't look like it. So in the Wizard Caliph's Palace, I'm going to put in another open graves, so that we can keep moving forwards with our Tomb Guard and stuff like that. One more turn till we can upgrade that. We'll also upgrade the one in Gorgazan. We've only got 760 gold left, so let's just move on to the next turn. Looks like a lot of the dwarven factions in the mountains are still alive. Cracker Drak is still alive, which is quite impressive considering how close they start to Manfred. Trade agreement and some payments from Sir John the Devoted. We'll definitely take that. I'm going to try and make them a vassal at some point for fun. Basically because they helped us out at the Siege of Alhaik, and so I believe in law terms that maybe Settra might feel inclined to let them live. Maybe. It's a stretch, but you never know. Nicolander is still moving around here with his massive doom stack. We've got our second Tomb Scorpion for Ratik. Can we get Necrotect again? No, we're at our limit for Necrotex. Two more turns and then we can get the Flock of Jaff back. Haven't got this Cascade of Souls. We could get that though, which maybe we will do for Ratik's army. Can get another unit of Ushabti, which we'll definitely put in his army. And then I think we'll grab 2 more units of Nehekara Warriors, which will leave us 2 slots left, which will hopefully be filled by another archer and let's go for it. Let's try the Grand Incantation of Toth, and then we'll recruit a Cascade of Souls for this army. I hope it lasts, you know, for quite a while. That would be nice, not having wasted all of my gold this turn. That'd be lovely. Is there anything else we can do this turn? Legions of the Legend? And no, we still need a lot more canopic jars for anything like that. I think there's exotic animals over here somewhere, because I don't believe that the nearest exotic animals are in Norska. I definitely don't believe that for a second. So let's end this turn. Rakash is moving up to the very border of our border with the Nectarch Brotherhood. We've got a new achievement. That's a wrap. I don't know what you need to do that achievement, but I guess we've got that now. Something to do with Tomb Kings, I imagine, because wraps and bandages and puns. Talsinna declaring war on Grimgor. Excuse me. So maybe, after we've taken out the Nectarch Brotherhood, we can push on against some of the other enemies that we have left in our territory, consolidate that, and then move over into the Southlands, maybe. Well, I guess technically we're already in the Southlands, but the other Southlands that are across from us over here, with Karak Zorn and the Lizardmen, that might be an idea, just to expand our power base before maybe we push north. Although we'll see what kind of episode we're on by the time we've gotten rid of all of our enemies in this area. As I did say, that would be our short goal campaign for this campaign. He's still raiding, but he's raiding Khemri now. Very close to Ratik. Malagor's still there. So shall we take the initiative this turn? Let's do that. Let's take the initiative this turn. Let's declare war on Malagor. Senator Men is gonna take his army against Malagor since he's on his own at the moment. He hasn't recruited any more units. We'll definitely just auto-resolve that. Kill Malagor. Apparently one of our skeleton archers got the kill. We've also got a Forbidden Rod. And Senator Men is now Crow Reaver. The despoiler becomes the despoiled. which gives leadership and melee attack when fighting against the Beastman war herds, which is quite nice. I believe, yes, he did get a new point, so we will put that into Conqueror. We want to make Senator Men an absolute beast in combat. One more turn and Ratik's army will be ready, and we'll go take out one shrew with that. Can upgrade the Grand Ochery in Khemri, but there's no real point in doing that. Skill point for Ratik, put it in Route Marcher, of course. Excuse me. Settra, no, Hakaros. Hakaros got a point as well. So we will give him a skeletal steed, and then next turn we'll give him a skeletal chariot. Next time he gets a level. Antok, we will put a mortuary house there, and we'll upgrade the open graves to a crypt barracks. Actually, maybe not. Can we upgrade that? No, it's 6,000 to get that. But we will upgrade the tomb city of Galbaraz. Rop Faras has gained a level as well, so we'll give him... I don't know what we'll give him. Stone Shaper, I suppose? Yeah. What I will do is I'll move Settra, not Settra, Rakash, into their territory and start raiding. As hopefully that will be out of the reinforcement range of the garrison, so maybe he'll move out with his full army to attack us. Is there anything interesting we can craft at the moment? We can get an inscribed Kopesh, but I think it's just a few too many canopic jars than we're really capable of giving up at the moment. So let's end this turn. See if we can't take out the Beastmen in our lands this episode. And maybe make some moves against the Necrarch Brotherhood, as we obviously want them gone as well. Dirty, dirty vampires. Definitely don't want any vampires. Okay, you know what? Off the top of my head, that's going to be our long campaign goal. I'll take a look at the comments over these episodes and put in the comments whether you want a short campaign or a long campaign. It'll be on the last episode of the short campaign that I'll say if we're doing a long campaign or not. And if we are, then let's say one of our long campaign goals is to eliminate all Tomb Kings factions and eliminate all Vampire Counts factions off the map. And let's say take all of Nehekara and the Southlands. That seems like a pretty long campaign goal. Definitely go for that. Mighty Monuments. A new monument will show the gods that their veneration is still our foremost concern. They, in turn, will strengthen our hands in this time of endless war. But to whom among our pantheon should it be dedicated? So we can do a monument to Geheb, which will give us weapon strength and armour for infantry units, or monument to Kassar, which is charge bonus for cavalry units and speed for cavalry units. We will go with a monument to Geheb. 10 turns of weapon strength and armour for our melee units. And we'll also move Ratik and his rather large, awesome army out of Khemri to do battle with Wunsru. Senator Men is just garrisoning the Great Desert at the moment, just making sure everything's alright there. Nothing else particularly is grabbing me to upgrade, apart from the an upgraded defence place at Qatar. One more turn left for Settra, and we can now get the Flock of Jaff back. Now, is there anything else we want to recruit for Settra? He's got a fairly solid infantry corps, solid archer corps, solid spear corps, solid monster corps. Maybe a few too many spears. I guess we'll have to use them as a frontline unit. So what should we take? I guess we can take another unit of Nehekara warriors. So 2 turns and Settra will be up and running. We've unlocked a lot more weapons, it seems. We can now get some of these cool, awesome things. But I mean, none of them particularly cool or awesome. Lord not moved, Rakash. We're just going to keep wandering around there. So I guess what we can do is we can just declare war on them now. And we'll see if he is taken by the bait of Rakash. See if he pushes out against Rakash's army. which would be a nice fun battle for us to take this episode. Although I'm not sure whether we could, because then it would make the episode really long. But I mean, I suppose we'd manage. I mean, I'm looking at the turns up ahead, and it looks like a lot of the Empire factions are still alive, which is not usually what you would see from the AI. Usually they end up destroying each other, and you get one faction which is very powerful. Or what can happen sometimes is the Beastmen or the Orcs take a large swathe of the Empire, and you end up with like scattered provinces, while a lot of the Empire is ruined from the Beastmen. That happened to me in one of my campaigns. I didn't upload it to YouTube, it was just a bit of a fun campaign for me. I was playing as the Border Princes, and I took everything in the south and Tylia and all of that. Then I went up north, and like the entire empire was ruined. Settra's now got High King Settra's Tomb Guard, which I feel is only appropriate. Armoured and shielded, anti-large, damage dealer, regeneration. Awesome units. So far he's not been baited out by Rakash and his raiding army. Maybe he will eventually. We can upgrade... Yes, we can upgrade to the Royal Barracks in Galbaraz now, which is nice. Keep moving Ratik in pursuit of Onstru. We want to chase him out of our lands completely. We'll leave Senator Men... Actually, we'll try and move Senator Men over to Bel Aliad. So it goes down to -1 when he's not in the province. So I suppose that is reasonable. End this turn as well. So far, they're not being baited out of Karsabar. But maybe eventually we'll be able to bait them out of there and get them onto an open battle where hopefully we'll be able to destroy them with our superior units. Because they are, of course, vampire counts, so they're going to have a lot of skeletons and a lot of warriors. Not warriors. What are they called? Ghouls and zombies, that's the one. Ghouls and zombies, which aren't particularly powerful against what we're bringing to the table. Large monsters and a lot of archers. So hopefully we should have a significant advantage in any kind of open battle. Oh, we've managed to get an interception with Ratik. So I will be fighting this battle, as it is the first battle with Ratik. So yes, I will see you all, ladies and gentlemen, when we get onto the battle map. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're on the battle map in this Beastman interception underway path thing. So they've got some Razorgore herds. That's probably going to be our biggest issue. They've got 3 Razorgore herds. But hopefully our Tomb Guard and a lot of our other units will be able to handle those things. So let's move to the back of the deployment zone and let's get ready. So what I will be doing is not deploying on the top of the hill, because that's cheating. I'll be deploying next to the hill, because that's even better. So we will put our spear and halberd units on the front line. Then behind them we'll have our second line of swords. Our archers, of course. Ushabti. Got our Ushabti great bows as well. They're awesome. Got our 2 tomb scorpions as well. And of course the Casket of Souls, which is very cool. And Ratik himself. So let's start this battle so we can actually rearrange ourselves. Set up in a line across there, followed by an archer line. What is happening here? Can you not deploy it there? No, you can't. Okay, how about we take 3 archers and put them there. And these 2 archers and put them there. We'll do 2 flanks. And then we'll take our 3 skeleton warriors, put them on this side. And our Nehakara warriors and put them on this side. Then we'll have our Ushabti in the centre. Ushabti Great Bows on the right-hand side. Cascade of Souls on the left-hand side. Ratique in the centre. And our Tomb Scorpions on the far left. Okay. Let's go for it. Got our units moving out here. I really do love the look of the Doom Kings. Really, really amazing. Excuse me. What I will do is I will put the spearmen and stuff into a phalanx formation once they've finished rearranging. In a second. Are you done yet? Yes. Okay, put them into a phalanx formation. Should hopefully help brace them against the Razor Gores. Got our archers behind them with our Nehekara warriors to engage if they are needed. Ushabti Great Bows, which I'm going to be using to target the Razor Gores and anything like that. Got our Ushabti to counter, and our Cascade of Souls, which should hopefully do some nice damage against the enemy. We've also got our Legionary Barrage. Do we have a range on that? Can I just use that? Should we try it? I mean, it looks cool. I don't know how much damage it did. Ah, Cascade of Souls is already firing. It's quite the range. Yeah, target the Gore Herd with shields.
Curse them all! Move!
Ah, Ushabti Great Bows are firing. Are they? It says they're firing. I don't see them firing though. Ah, there we go. Definitely gonna have to get a screenshot of that because that is just awesome. Come on, fire again. They're gonna have to wait for 20 minutes for them to actually start firing again. Come on. There we go. Okay, cool. Shooting at the Gore Herds that are approaching. Where did all the Razor Gores go? I can see two there, but where's the third? Ah, it's back there. So our Spearmen and Halberds are going to brace against the charge of the Ungors. We should hopefully reasonably be able to win that combat. Let's bring our Tomb Scorpions around. Our Skeleton Warriors should easily be able to take care of Gore Herds with shields. So we'll send in our Tomb Scorpions against the Razor Gores, because they should reasonably be able to handle them. Massive scorpion constructs versus giant mutated boars. Okay, looks like we've broken them already. Our Spearmen did very well against the charge. Tomb Scorpion seems to be doing quite well. And maybe we could do with supporting them. There's a few more Razor Gores than I thought there were. Possibly they summoned some in. Let's move our Nehekara warriors over. How are our Tomb Scorpions doing? Pretty well. And also drop one of these. Our skeletons here are holding, so let's swing these guys round. Take them out of phalanx formation, swing around. Halberds engage straight away. Spearmen keep walking around. I don't know where this archer unit is going. It looks like we did actually lose one unit of skeleton warriors, the one on the far right flank. But that's not the end of the world. We are going to be replacing them with Tomb Guard, probably relatively soon. Our Tomb Scorpion seems to be doing quite well. He's fighting one through. Looks like our archers are pouring in fire against the Razor Gores. Yeah, okay, so we wiped the units on this side. They are all broken and routing. Cascade of Souls is doing some nice damage versus the Razor Gores, and it looks like they've broken too. Didn't even use any of our shouting. But here they are, charging in against the Gore herd. I love the Tomb King's roster, it's so brill. Tomb Scorpions are maybe a bit underwhelming, but maybe if you use them in the right circumstances, because they're armoured and armour-piercing and anti-infantry. So you're supposed to use them against like heavily armoured greatsword infantry, which is definitely not what I was using them for. I was using them against Razor Gores, who do not have any armour. Okay, there we go, a victory. Let's end the battle, a decisive victory for Ratik and his army. So let's end that one, and I will see you all, ladies and gentlemen, when we get back onto the campaign map. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 1,549 gold, and we completely wiped their entire army. We also got ourselves the Banner of Eternal Flame, which can't be put on any of our units, possibly because it's currently in transit. Okay, fair enough. We can get some unit replenishment, or some canopic jars. And I think in this case we are going to get some canopic jars, definitely. Love me some canopic jars. And we've finally destroyed the war herd of the Crowfather that's been randomly running around our lands forever. I'm not happy about it, but they're dead now, so it's fine. And we stole their Banner of Eternal Flame. So, successful, I think. Tabaro's also been destroyed. Okay, Settra has finished his recruitment, so let's move him up, and let's move Rakash up as well. Ready to maybe next episode take on Ulsran and Karsabar. Is it unique for us? It is. It's probably just another one of these pyramids, though. They're expensive and don't really give enough benefits to warrant how much they cost. But oh well. Bel Aliad is fine, so let's move into Martek to maybe fix the public order. Unassigned skill points. Ratik, give him Indomitable Will. Charge bonus and leadership, very, very nice. Lord Not Mood, Ratik, move him back to Khemri. We'll get him a replacement unit, and then we'll move him to Agral Migdal. Or possibly to Qatar. Not sure yet. But let's end this turn. Only one or two more turns left until we finish the episode. So hopefully we'll be able to get through these relatively quickly and take on Karsabar next episode. I do apologise, there's been a couple of delays with regards to the Stellaris Apocalypse Let's Try video. But that should be coming hopefully this week, I hope. It'll possibly be over the weekend though. What does Tydia want? They want a trade agreement, and they also want to give us money. So, okay, sure. You give us money, and then you give us more money. It seems good to me, since we're not, invading the southern cities at the moment. That would probably be a bit suicidal. Although maybe we could move Senutorman's army over to, Lustria and start killing Skaven and Lisenwood. That would be quite fun. I guess let's start the siege of Karsabar. A pretty even balance of power. So what they got? They've just got a lot of crypt ghouls. Like a ton of crypt ghouls, some black knights and some graveguard, but that's it. Okay, get a tower, get a battering ram, and we will siege it next episode. Lord's not moved. Who is it? Cash. Move them. Ratik hasn't moved. We can put him back in Khemri. And recruit a Nehekara Warriors. Pools of Despair. We can upgrade to tier 3. Get another one in that. Martek, we're just going to stay there for now and just improve the public order. Public order in all of our other provinces is relatively stable, so keep that going. Mortuary Cult, no Legion or Legend, so don't care. What is it to get our next Regiment of Renown? It's 16 to get the Kepragard. 16. What's Settra? Settra's 13. Rakash is 6. Ratik is 3. And Senator Men is 7. So that's not going to be for a while. But it's also not the end of the world. That it's not going to be for a while. So let's end this turn, take ourselves to turn 90, and then we can end the episode off there. So yes, this week you can hopefully expect the Let's Try Stellaris Apocalypse, then possibly some messing around on the multiplayer Stellaris Apocalypse with a couple of my friends. You would have seen them already in the other video. And then maybe next week we'll do 2 Let's Tries, Civ 5 and Civ 6, 2 games which I am very much a fan of. I've played them for hundreds of hours, I love them to pieces. And of course there will be some more streams as well. Stream Planetside mostly, but maybe some other things as well. They want a Defensive Alliance, we're not going to get it because we're going to be killing them relatively soon. So yes, that's the plan for the next couple of weeks. Stellaris Apocalypse this week, Civs next week, and streams hopefully pretty much every day from now until next week, probably playing Planetside. So please do tune in for those if that's your kind of thing. If not, well then I will see you in these videos. Drying rivers, sorry. The main tributary used for trade and transport of materials from one holy site to another is slowly drying out. The water level has now dropped to a dangerous level. What should be done, if anything, to prevent it from drying out completely? So we can let it dry out, which will give us dried up river, which will give us minus 40% income from trade. Or we can dig and pray, which will give us plus 80% income and plus 50% from trade good producing buildings. So we're definitely going to be going for that since we're very trade reliant at the moment. But yes, that is going to be the end of the episode. I'm not going to do anything on turn 90. I'll save that for the next episode. So, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you did enjoy the video, hit like and hit subscribe. If you didn't enjoy the video, hit the dislike button and tell me why in the comments. So, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time.